Good morning. My name is Aimee Salecker, and today I'm going to discuss planning and conducting an effective meeting for groups. Most of us have been to one or more meetings where they simply could have just been a company email. I think that we can all agree to that fact. That's probably one of the reasons why Salary.com in 2012 surveyed U.S. professionals and found that meetings are the #1 productivity killer in offices. I'm going to discuss the 3 main components in conducting and planning a meeting. #1 is finding the purpose. You must first discuss and figure out why you need to have a meeting. Is it because you need to restructure a company? Is it because you need to come to a conclusion that needs to be done by vote? Then you'll decide who will attend this meeting. Will it be board members? Will it be staff members? Will it be international business people and committee members? Once you figure out those details, you will then invite everybody. The best and most efficient way is to send it through a digital calendar, most likely using a Google or Outlook calendar. That will send reminders to people when it is upcoming that they have a responsibility that day to attend a meeting. Next, you will circulate an agenda. The agenda will keep tasks written down. Ask them for their feedback in what do they need to see, how long should each task take. This will come in of greater use when we start talking about management of the meeting. Establish a meeting leader at that point. And a non-for-profit organization, an executive director might be the meeting leader on an informational board of directors meeting. The second way to make an effective meeting would be the management. Underneath the management of a meeting consists of establishing roles. You're going to want the meeting leader to establish 2 other roles, a note taker who might be a secretary and a timekeeper. The timekeeper will keep the times for each related task listed on the agenda. You're going to want to set ground rules. Be supportive of each other. Participate. That's a huge, huge piece of being an effective participant and making these meetings even more effective. Sometimes you might even be called on for your feedback to make sure that everybody participates. It's easy to sit back and let others talk, but every voice should really be heard. Silence electronics is a big one. We don't want people looking down. We don't want people looking at their electronics and be easily swayed with the other responsibilities that they have in their life. Turning them off will help keep everybody's attention. Once those ground rules are set, you can then tackle agenda items. Use visual aids if needed, slideshows, PowerPoints, handouts. Make sure you collect handouts again at the end of the meeting. When you go to close a meeting, this is the 3rd step in making sure you have an effective meeting. The meeting leader will then summarize the notes that were taken during the meeting. This action will outline who will be responsible for what actions outside of the meeting. We do this because the takeaways that 2 different people might have from a meeting could be misinterpreted. One might think it was one thing, one might think is another. These notes will then be turned into meeting minutes later on and distributed back to the people who attended the meeting. These should be dispersed within 24 hours. If they can't, you can then send out a meeting memo to the people who attended, outlining again who's responsible for what actions. The last piece in doing an effective meeting would be the evaluation. Ask for feedback from attendees before adjourning. What can we do better? What worked? These are all steps in planning and conducting an effective meeting. Thank you.